Linux is a powerful operating system, and one of its most versatile tools is the Sed command. Whether you're editing text files or automating tasks, Sed can save you a lot of time and effort. In this video, we'll dive into how you can master Sed and leverage its full potential. Male YouTube, welcome to another episode on Made Mamani Tech. Today we're going to be going over the Sed command. So if you've been following my channel recently, you know that I've been posting a lot about like Linux commands, things like that. It's mainly because of this book right here called the Linux Basics for Hackers, right? So I came across this book. Usually I haven't been reading too many tech books because sometimes tech books can be boring, and best way to learn tech in my opinion is just to get your hands on the keyboard. But this book right here is a great pickup, great find. If you've been following my channel a lot, I've been posting a lot of shorts regarding a lot of basics Linux tools that are used within hacking. But I came across this book and thought it was a great find, and I've actually learned a lot from it. So definitely know it's a book that won't go outdated because there's a lot of tools that are commonly used here. So I am excited to go over this Sed command, which I've seen the Sed command before, and obviously I could read up on the man pages, but if you don't know about the man pages, man is a simple command. So if I type in man Sed, the man command is basically a simple way to, it stands for manual. So most commands in Linux, they'll come with a manual, not all of them, but the ones that are used on a frequent basis, right? So the manual for Sed, if we just hit enter there, it'll give us a breakdown of the command and how it's used. So obviously you can see here, stream editor for filtering and transforming text. My simpler definition of the Sed command, and I liked how the book says it here, is basically it's a find and replace command. So if you edit text or a lot of code, sometimes you have to go through and change your variables out, and rather than going in line by line and changing that, you can use the Sed command. And I thought it'd be very good to go through it throughout this video in more of a long form content, because I thought it'd be easier to explain it in long form content rather than a short. So today that's what we'll be doing. Oh, and again, another quick way, if it doesn't come with a man, sometimes the commands will come with a help option or help flag. If you hit that, it'll give you more information into what the command does. So here you can see I just added the help option here, and as you can see, there's describes different flags that come associated with this command, different usage and variations. So I'm just gonna go over the basics today, and then you can explore this command more on your own. But just wanted to put this out there because I feel like it'll be useful, and I've already started using it, especially when I have to go and edit code from GitHub that I pull off the internet. The Sed command is a great resource, or a great command that I've been able to learn in the past couple weeks. All right, so before we get started and going over the basic usage of the Sed command, let's just create like a tester file. So ls, let's just call this, we'll make a directory called the Sed command directory, and then we will change directory into the Sed directory that we just created. So yeah, as you can see, nothing's in here right now. So print working directory. So a lot of these commands, I've posted them in the shorts, so if you're not familiar with them, go check out the shorts. But basically are just basic Linux commands to create a file, list what's in the file. Obviously there's nothing here when I hit ls, but we will put stuff here, and then print working directory, that's our rephrase that. So pwd, that stands for print working directory. So now that we're in the Sed directory, basically we're going to run our test commands, right? Let's create a dummy text file. So I've created a text file here on the side, and I'll vim into that. Vim's a text editor, just like Microsoft Word, but this is command line. So it's a Vim text editor from the command line. So let's just do test file.txt. Then I prepared this on the side here. Let me just copy this in. It's something I ChatGPT'd. All right, so in that test file, so let me cat it out. Cat test. This will print it out to our terminal basically. So look, here's one thing we can change. Maybe I just want to remove this. Yeah, let's do that first. So yeah, the basic command will go something like this. So sed s, and then the old thing that I want to replace with the new thing because I don't want to I'm going to try this out. I'm not sure if it'll work or not, but I'm going to try this out. So we'll just do nothing because I don't want to get rid of that, right? And then I will do globally. So globally means it'll go through and check for every instance, but it's because there isn't a double quote on every line, it should only replace this. So if we'll test this out, and then we just enter the name of the file, just keep it the same, and there you go. Okay, so I did remove it, right? So as you can see here, all right, that's a simple substitution that we did right there, right? We got rid of this quote. But what if we wanted to get rid of multiple things? Let's just replace Linux with Windows, right? Linux with Windows. And so, like I said, you could do globally, or like say just the first instance. Oh, you know what? I'll make it interesting. Let me append something to this file. So let's cat Linux basic. Oh wait, Linux basic, like that. Let's cat that and just append it into the tester file. Maybe echo it. I gotta echo it, not cat it. So if we cat out test. Okay, so that's one thing. It doesn't save it. Let's see. All right, so I figured out why it wasn't saving. You gotta add the dash or the I flag. So that was just found on a simple Stack Overflow. Like I said, learning live, so it's good to display my mistakes. So not only you've learned, but I learned too. So let's do that again so we can get rid of that quote. So this. Add the double quote that we want to remove. We don't want to add anything, but we just want to replace it with something blank. Do that globally, and then we'll save that to test.txt. And then let's cat test.txt. Okay, there we go. So before, what was happening was it'd find and replace, but it wouldn't save it. It'll just, once you run the command, what it'll do, it'll print it to the terminal. So that's where I was kind of getting confused, because sometimes when I'd run this basic substitution, I would get it to remove it, but it was only printing to the terminal. But I think that's good, so you don't automatically find and replace. It kind of echoes to see that the change is made. And if you want to save that, all you have to do is tack I. Yeah. So one thing I did like on that too is you can do a backup. If let's see, I'll bring that Stack Overflow. Yeah, they're saying here you can bring up this, and what it'll do is it'll save it to the new file name, and then you could do I.back. You can do this .bak extension, and it'll basically save the old content to this file while also creating that to here. So let's test that out on a new command, right? So let's do sed -i dot, we'll do back, and then s, let's replace Linux with Windows, and do that globally, test.txt. So I did back with BACK, but it should still save, because I don't think yeah, so it saves it with back, and we can just change that easily right here to test.bak. So we'll keep the same naming convention as was shown on Stack Overflow. So if we cat the text, we'll see the changes there in so this is the new content, right? We went and switched in Windows here, and then we switched, and then let's cat our backup file, right? Back. All right, see, and then if you see with the backup file, still kept our old content, right? So that's a good form of showing how you can use the sed command on a regular text file. I myself see this being used more often in code when I'm going through and changing things within our code, right? So let's show you some code. All right, now, so we're gonna go, I just created a simple Python script. Well, I didn't create it. I went to ChatGPT saved me some time. I could definitely code this up in Python just because the simple script of adding two numbers together. I think that's what it was. What was it? Yeah, calculate the sum. So anyways, Vim, let's see, let's call it calculate, or yeah, or add addition dot py, and then we'll add the code there. Or wait, no, that's not what we want. Let's see, hold on. Dang, my Vim is kind of rusty right now. It's all good though. GG gets to the top, and then DD will just delete everything. And then let's copy the code in, paste. All right, now we finally got it. There we go. So this is just Python code, and then let's add the shebang. Let's see. Wait, no. I think it's like this, if I remember correctly. Let me look it up on Google to double check. Shebang, Linux, shebang, Python 3. Yeah. User bin Python 3. Okay. So we can. I'll change that. Oh, we can use the sed command. Okay, so let's see. We'll cut that out. All right, and then easiest way to find out where the right path. So this right here, I was just guessing, and in Linux, basically, for me to run this without having to, I don't even need the .py extension now that I'm thinking about it. Basically, Linux has a set of folders that it looks to execute Python, and I gotta change that to Python 3, but basically it goes and looks those directories so that I don't have to like type out. Like you could do it this way if I wanted to execute it, and this is me just going off the top of my head. It probably is stored here, but you could execute this addition file like this. That's one way, or because we've added to the home directory or the path, that's what I need to do. Echo path. These are like the local directories it'll look for before it tries to execute it. But I can do where is command. Let's do which, that's the one that most people usually use. So yeah, which will tell you where this application is stored. We're executing the script because it's written in Python, and it's stored in the user bin Python 3 file. So rather than typing this out, because Linux knows to go there, let's see, user should be one of the first ones. Yeah, right here, user bin. Because it's already added to this path file, rather than me having to type this out, all I have to type out should be Python 3, and then addition.py, but it might throw an error because it's not in the right. Oh, okay, it worked. Yeah, maybe because, let's see, cat addition py. Okay, let's change that now. So using our sed command that we just learned, we will replace, let's get rid of this and put Python 3, right? So Python 3, and rather than changing it globally, because it might, if we change it globally, it might change here, but this part right here doesn't really matter because this is a comment. So what we'll do is we'll do the first occurrence, and then addition.py. I forgot already to do the tac I, and we'll just do a backup like we did last time. Okay, so let's cat that out to the terminal, and as you can see, the changes have been updated. Let's list what's in here. Cat our backup file. Alrighty, so there we have it, right? Again, these are just basic ways that you can use the sed command, and rather than me having to, like I said, it might, some of you are like, oh, you can just go in here and change it on your own, like go in here, change it. See, but that's time that's wasted, right? So that just goes to show you the power of this sed command, and that's why I kind of wanted to put this into a longer form video to save you time on the terminal, right? When you're hacking, trying to figure things out, these are just ways that you yourself can save yourself time, is learning these basic commands, right? If I just want to go in here and change this to something else, like let's go through and change the name of our function, right? So calculates sum, let's change that to sum numbers, sum of numbers, right? Something simple like that. And then I'll just do it like that because, oh, actually I gotta change it globally. The reason I gotta change it globally because the function calls here and then it calls it here, so it has to change so that when I call the function, this is also all matched up. So that's why I want to change it globally. And then addition.py, again, I forgot the, see if we can, oh here, yep, hit the home command, hit the tac I dot back. Man, I love this command after learning it. So there we go there. Let's see, what's the issue? Oh, I put sed within my string. Don't want to do that. All right, so we cat that out. Bang. So change the function number, the call to the function, so we're good there. All right, and then let's just run this to make sure it works. Addition.py. Let's see what, I haven't even checked. See, so I threw this in ChatGPT. I don't even know what it accepts. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I think it just, so there's no input from the user. It just takes this array right here and adds them up, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 added together would give you 15. All right, nice. So let's just change the input to something else so we know for sure that everything works right. S, let's do let's replace the 5 with 500. So it gives a larger number. So we know that like everything changed. Dang, again, I'm forgetting that tac I to save it. I think the reason why is because when I first learned this, like I was just amazed at like how quickly I could replace stuff with that I didn't notice, and because it's printing out to the terminal, right? So I wasn't noticing that those changes weren't being saved after I ran the sed command. But luckily over this video I was able to learn the tac I command, so it just goes to show you learn something new every time. So let's do this. Yeah, addition.py, and there we have it. We see the changes. 500 was made, and then let's run this addition.py. All right, 510. So you saw before we got 15. All right, so yeah, that's it for today's video. If you like this content, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all the support so far. Again, I'm gonna start rolling out more videos, but I wanted to get back on here, get back on the command line and just demonstrate the power of the sed command. All right, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, do'ofat malapito.